The Michigan Science Center is enriching the minds of young scientists all across the state who are stuck at home and they can't go to school. This is all thanks to MiSci's Eco-Distance Learning Program.
Anna Sterner, the educator there, joins us this morning to tell us how the whole family can join in on the fun and learn something new from their own home. Hey there, and good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. We are providing free science programming every single weekday on the Michigan Science Center's Facebook page. So we know that when schools closed, students who love science and families who love staying engaged and learning at home are really looking for these things that they can do from home for free. And so we're very thankful that we're able to offer these programs for free through our Facebook page. So every day we show off different science demonstrations, maybe some of our favorite things we've seen on YouTube and always wanted to try at home. We do a lot of do not try this at home science on our Eco-Distance Learning Program because we want to be that source of fun. But we also show off a lot of science experiments that you can try at home, which is kind of the topic of today's program.
Yeah, we can kind of tell in the background you've got some jelly beans, very appropriate for Easter, but also because it's some kind of experiment you guys are doing, right?
Yes, so today we're focusing on candy chemistry. So we know that a lot of us might be getting some candy this weekend. It's pretty exciting. So if you're willing to spare a little bit of it for science, we have some experiments for kids and families to try at home using materials that they might already have or that they could pretty easily get. So we have a classic that we're going to talk about here on this tray. So I think a lot of people have heard of the Diet Coke and Mentos experiment, but there's a lot of confusion about how that experiment actually works. And so we're going to be doing a deeper dive into that experiment today. We're really going to be testing the different variables, explaining exactly how this experiment works. But for this one, I figured we might show off a little bit of a different way for us to do this experiment. So people are pretty familiar that if you drop Mentos inside Diet Coke, that you get a pretty exciting, pretty cool reaction. But they don't know that you can use other household substances for this as well. So instead of using Mentos, for this experiment, we're actually just going to be adding in some regular old iodized salt. So table salt that you might already have at home. So we'll go ahead and I'll zoom in here. We don't want that one, we want this one. So just so we can get a little bit of a closer view, I've got my funnel here to make sure we get all of our salt in, because if you've seen this reaction before, you know it goes pretty quickly. Here we go.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do experiments like this every weekday on the Michigan Science Center's Facebook page. They are free to the public, so anyone can join in. They're free because we have some very, very generous sponsors like Denso, who are trying to keep the learning going at home for kids and for families.
Yeah, you guys are a fabulous resource. Really
Yes,
do like
indeed.
that.
Hey, real quick, how can parents help to foster the science, the love of science? Because I know I have a couple of teenagers and I'm still trying to get them, hey, you got to check out the science stuff. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. I know that when I was younger, it was really about finding science you could do at home, just so that you're not always trapped in what you're learning inside a textbook. You really want to make science apply to real life. So if you're looking for experiments you can try at home using household materials, check out the Michigan Science Center's website or tune into Echo Live every day at 2:30 p.m. Eastern. We show experiments that you can try at home, and then we also propose ways that you could experiment or change certain things about your experiment so that it's really doing science at home and not just watching it.
Very cool.
Great. Anna, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. We hope we'll see you at 2:30.
All right, very good.